This is a song I wrote for my mother. It's about my mother. Into the 49 gates of uncleanliness, she said, hoisting up her skirt. I held my breath against her feetedness as I gazed upon the swinish flirt. Work like a mule down in the pit for 7 long days and 7 lonely nights. That makes 1 week exactly for those of you who lack the skills to add things up right. Born in this pigsty, in my new pants and shirt, but I leaned on the fence and I fell in the dirt. Crank Mr. Peanut's handle said, "Seattle bring coot with a toothless grin." I ran away rather than let myself be bathed in his unforgivable sin. I ran home where I was met by my mother with her skirt up over her head. Sometimes I wonder just why the hell I ever bother to get out of bed. In this pigsty, in my new pants and shirt, but I laid on the fence and I fell in the dirt. In this pigsty, in my new pants and shirt, but I laid on the fence, fell in the dirt. It's about clothing, new ones. I'm a lawyer, by the way, so we will be taking listeners' phone calls for legal advice after our performance.
Ready, Michael?
Yeah.
You want to do this one or do a different one?
This is a good one.
Okay, ready?
What do we? Should we do this one?
Should we do it?
Okay.
Wait, that's not right. That's it. Third fret. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll do that one.
You want to do that one?
We'll do that one.
All right.
I can roll up my sleeves.
Get a little warm.
It's warm here at the radio station.
You're working on the sweat?
We're in the heart of Jersey City. Beautiful downtown Jersey City. Beautiful riverfront. And a gorgeous post office. If there's one thing in this world that I cannot stand, it's that there's so many things that I cannot stand. If there's one thing in this world that I cannot stand, it's that everything gets so fucking out of hand. Things have already gotten out relationship inside my head. I'll raise my baby up from the dead. I'll raise the city down to the ground. Oh, people, there are burning, they make no sound. They're burning in lust, they're burning in sin. Open up the corral, free the cattle from within. If there's one thing in this world I don't understand, is that there's so many things I do not understand. I said, there's one thing in this world that I can't understand, is that everything is so fucking out of hand. Home. If there's anybody else, they'd have been whistling during that song, but I don't know how to whistle. So I was humming. What's the next song? Dan's a nurse, he'll drink anything. Does this radio station reach all the way to New York?
It's for the most part across the river. Yeah. We get over there.
Is that New York across the river?
That is New York.
It's not Chicago, huh?
Nope. It is.
Play some more. I just thought I'd chit chat. So I'd like to encourage everybody in Radio Land to get out and vote if you haven't already.
Yeah, you might have heard it's election day
It
today.
is election today. So if you haven't already voted, get out and vote. And once again, I advise voting the straight Communist Party ticket all the way across.
That lever is still on there these days. That's good.
Yeah, well, I switch it every time. Back where we vote, we have paper. They call it Inkadot.
Inkadot.
Switch, put little dots on it.
So let it not be said that Killdozer is not a political band.
No, we're not. We're not political in any way. Bill doesn't even vote. Do you, Bill? You vote, Bill?
Now, 2/3 of the band.
Bill, do you vote?
Yes, I vote.
Bill votes.
Two-thirds.
I stand corrected.
2/3 of the band now is under the rule of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Yes.
How long does that go on for?
You know, people might not know this, but Arnold is no more than 5 feet 8 inches tall.
Maria's taller, right?
I wouldn't know.
His wife, yes.
I don't know. But I know he's no more than 5 feet 8 inches tall because I go to the same tailor. He specializes in men 5'8". Because I'm very tall. He takes an exception for me.
Yeah, but he looks like a big pack of bacon. He's estrogened up.
It's funny you should say that because just this morning we had breakfast at Waffle House. Dan, what did you have for breakfast? And that included? Bacon. Dan had bacon.
Like Arnold. Yes.
Arnold is bacon.
Arnold is bacon. Yes. Which Waffle House did you go to in Jersey City?
You know, every single
In Baltimore.
exit on the turnpike out of Baltimore has a Waffle House.
They only make exits for Waffle Houses. That's the only reason they make them.
We stopped at every single one, and Dan lost 50 cents in the jukebox to play. He wanted to play Waffle House songs, and it didn't play, and he was too ashamed or embarrassed to ask the waitress for his money back.
Awesome.
I thought so. Okay.
All right.
Next song.
One more.
It's not about bacon.
Couple more.
blues did not have a prayer, for he was pitted against the sort of folks that are not the sort of folks who are the sort who care. One man without a gun, lonely. One man who had no one dying. He died of William Holden death, drunken. Liquor upon his dying breath, his blood flowed. His mighty rivers flow, but he did not suffer any pain. His final act is to not act at all. The liquor had muckled his brain. One man without a gun, lonely. One man who was no one, all dressed up with no place special to go. As he stands and he knocks at the gates of heaven, the Lord, he was out. The gates were all locked up. A sign hung on the gate said the Lord would return at 7. One man without a gun, lonely. One man who stood alone. One man without a gun, lonely. One man who had no one.
Tight. WFMU and Killdozer in the studios on this afternoon, and Michael, Bill, and Dan, and welcome, guys. Boys, what a great set.
Hi, Brian.
Hey,
If that really is your name.
that is my name. We are so happy to have you, and this is your first actual tour in since the 98, maybe around then, the FU We Quit tour.
Yeah, I think that was 95, 96.
96
was the FU We Quit, which was only me.
And you came back in about 2006 and did the Touch and Go Fest and the sporadic dates here and there, but this is an actual tour you're on right now, right?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
A tour.
And listeners can check them out. They are in Austin on the 8th at the Fun Festival.
I thought it was the Funk Festival.
It was the Grand Funk Festival. That's
where is Austin, by the way?
It's south of Staten Island.
Yeah, somewhere south of Staten Island. It's in. They fought.
Minnesota?
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah.
We will MapQuest it before you leave. You should be there.
Big boppers from there, I think.
Yeah, we'll get you there in time.
Texas?
I know that because I read your MySpace page, which apparently now is given up control now to the band. Michael is now deciding
I took it over.
the deciding factor in the yays or the nays. It's kind of like
I was rather startled to see, there's some, we get friend requests from white supremacists. And I don't know how to feel about that. Well, I know how to feel about that. Frightened, mostly.
they got you confused with the French Killdozer, maybe.
Yes.
Or something. Yeah, well, that's good.
Yes.
Well, Michael, I thought of you because I read Led Zeppelin are looking for a new singer, and you're actually the first person I thought of.
Me too.
Did you put in for it?
No, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be there already.
Yeah, it's either the guy from Creed or somebody else, or David Coverdale. You got to get in there.
That was a guy from Bad Company.
Paul Rogers?
Yeah.
And he's with Queen now.
He is?
Yeah, you're not keeping up on the 70s rock. You got to...
What about... But that guy's an astronomer now. An astrophysicist.
Who, Paul Rogers?
No, the guitar player from Queen. He's an astrophysicist. Yeah. He doesn't have time to tour.
Oh, really?
There's work to be done.
Who's taking his job then? Probably
the guy from Bad Company?
The guy from The Firm, maybe.
Yeah.
See, it all comes around full circle. You got to get in on that circle.
Remember when the guy from Chicago? He put a gun with blanks to his head, and he died because the paper wad broke his skull.
Really?
There's a paper wad in the blank, and that came out and it killed him.
Wow.
So I know it's not him.
Why do they put a paper wad in a gun?
I guess is as good as mine.
Oh. You guys are experts on guns.
Bill works in the film industry. Do you want to ask him any questions about that?
Sure. What films are you involved with, Bill? Bill is also living in California, by the way.
Does this work?
I think so.
Check.
Yeah.
I guess. I've been in many. I've worked on many films.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
All right.
Really?
Bill worked on
National Treasure.
Bill worked on Die Hard 4.
Die Harder with a Vengeance.
And he invited me and my wife down to watch it. They had a helicopter hanging from a crane, and they catapulted a police car into it, and they both exploded into a ball of fire. And this was on Bunker Hill in downtown Los Angeles, playing the role of the tunnel that goes under Chesapeake Bay outside of Baltimore.
Wow.
Yeah.
I felt like I was there in Baltimore.
Yeah. So now that you live in LA,
Was it bitchin'?
It was bitching.
so now that you live in LA, Michael, are there
Ask Bill what role he played in that.
In Die Harder 4?
In that scene.
Where were you in that scene?
That day I was the best boy.
He had to retrieve the camera from the flaming wreckage.
That's absolutely the truth.
All right. Did you get to hobnob at all with Bruce or anybody?
I worked with one day with Bruce on that film. I was doing the second unit. I didn't see him ever.
He didn't
No,
come.
he's a big star. I don't talk to him at all.
What about Lola? You've worked with Lola Falana.
No, not that I can recall.
Oh,
Lola Falana?
she's a big star.
Oh.
So how do you like living in Los Angeles, Michael? Are there billboards everywhere for Beverly Hills, Chihuahua too? It seems like that's the big hope of Hollywood right now.
Actually, what really makes living in Los Angeles super dazzling these days is they've got the big what's that new technology called? LCD.
Mm-hmm.
LCD billboards. They light up entire neighborhoods for blocks.
Wow.
And they can
Advertising
change them out.
television shows.
Wow.
People love them.
I think they're fabulous.
Are you into the West Coast now? Are you pretty much comfortable out there and
I live there.
you're living there? You're existing.
Sun shines most of the time. Feeling's laid back.
Do you miss the East Coast at all?
Sometimes I feel like working my way back.
Yeah.
Were you New York City born and bred?
No, I'm from Minnesota.
Well, a little known fact, I guess we'll throw in as trivia, but Michael and I were actually Jersey City roommates for
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
6 months.
God damn it.
But I wanted to publicly apologize for all the sleepwalking and all the face creams that I took up on the shelves.
Listeners of WFMU might not know this, but Brian would put bowls of children's breakfast cereal outside our front door for a possum to come and eat. So think about that when you're listening to his show, ladies and gentlemen.
I think it's amazing that Jersey City can actually host a possum. I think that it just doesn't melt on the street in toxicity. It's just there's one just trotting around our yard for a while.
Somebody's got to shop at the 99-cent stores.
I know you miss them. All right. So once again, Killdozer, they have a MySpace page. You can check it out, and you can see them at the Fun Funk Festival.
Yeah, and the MySpace page, by the way, somebody else is Killdozer. We're Killdozer page.
All right. So check it out. And once again, on the 8th, they'll be in Austin. I think we're going to get one more song to fill us with American pride.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was kind of wussy-ish. Yeah, don't forget to go out and vote, people. And vote for the hillbillies.
WFMU.
Yeah, WFMU on your FM dial. What's the call numbers? The dial.
91.1 and 90.1.
And is it on the internets?
It's on the internet thing. It's in the tubes.
Cool.
What is that internet thing? Never.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's a passing fad.
1, 2, 3, 4.
See my kin singing songs about the Southland. I miss a whole family once again. I think it's a sin. Mr. Young sing about her. Yeah, I heard old Neil put her down. But I hope Neil Young will remember that Southern man don't need him around anyhow. Swell home, Alabama. Well, the skies, they are so true. Swell home, Alabama. Lord, I'm coming home to you. In Birmingham, they love the governor. Ooh, and we all did what we could do. In Watergate, it does not bother me. Does your conscience bother you? Tell me true. Alabama. Well, the skies are so blue. Sweet home, Alabama. Lordy mama, I'm coming home to you. course, is the popular alternative band Leonard Skinner.